Let me tell you a story. It's about how a simple, clever tool, used by one of the smartest animals in the ocean, had consequences so huge they literally changed their own genetic blueprint. This is way more than just a story about animal behavior. This is about culture, innovation, and evolution itself.
So let's head over to Shark Bay in Western Australia. Here you'll find bottlenose dolphins doing something you won't see anywhere else. It's called sponging. A dolphin will literally find a marine sponge, rip it off the seafloor, and wear it over its snout. And no, it's not a fashion statement. It's one of the clearest, most amazing examples of tool use we've ever found in wild marine mammals.
And that's the big question, right? Dolphins are famous for their echolocation. I mean, it's a biological sonar so advanced they can basically see with sound, even detecting fish buried in the sand. So why on earth would they need this kind of low-tech sponge? It seems totally unnecessary. But the answer to that question, well, it unlocks this incredible story about ingenuity.
To really get why the tool is so important, you first have to understand the job. And the job, as it usually is in the wild, is all about getting food. But as you're about to see, it's not just any food. Okay, so here's how their sonar works. A dolphin sends out a click. That sound bounces off the gas inside a fish's swim bladder and creates this really strong echo. The fish just lights right up for them. But some fish don't have a swim bladder. Their bodies are about the same density as the water around them, which makes them acoustically invisible. To a dolphin's sonar, they're like little ghost fish.
And here's the second part of the problem: the environment. We're not talking about a nice, soft, sandy bottom. The deep channels where these dolphins hunt are covered in sharp stuff: rocks, broken coral, jagged shells. Trying to poke around in there with your sensitive nose would be a really bad idea. Plus, all that debris creates what scientists call echo clutter. It's like a wall of noise that makes even the best sonar pretty much useless.
And hiding out in all that rubble is the grand prize, the barred sand perch. This little fish is the perfect stealth prey. It has no swim bladder, so it's invisible to sonar, and it burrows down into that sharp, messy seafloor. For most dolphins, this fish might as well not even exist. It's completely off limits.
This is where the sponge becomes a total game changer. Researchers figured this out by simulating the behavior themselves. They literally pushed sponges along the seafloor, and the results were so clear. The number of prey they found without swim bladders was way, way higher than you'd find just out in the open water. The sponge is basically a protective glove. It lets them dig around in that dangerous terrain and tap into a whole food supply that's completely hidden from all the other dolphins.
So we figured out why they use the sponge. But the next piece of the puzzle is how they learn to do it. And honestly, this answer is even more amazing than the tool itself.
You have to wonder, right? Is this super complex behavior just hardwired into their DNA? Is it an instinct that just flicks on? Or is it something they have to learn from each other? Something you might even call culture.
Well, scientists use this really powerful analysis to trace how the skill spread through the dolphin population. And the result is just stunning. Just look at that first bar. It shows that the overwhelming way this skill gets passed on is vertically, from mother to her calf. All the other possibilities, learning from friends, it being genetic, or just random chance, they barely even register in comparison.
This is huge. It means sponging isn't an instinct. It's culture. It's a tradition. It's a skill that one generation has to teach the next, passed down directly from a mother to her child during all those years they spend together.
And the strength of this is just off the charts. The research points to the fact that pretty much 100% of spongers learn the special family trick directly from their moms.
Okay, now we're getting to the climax of the story. We have a tool that was invented because of a problem, and that tool created a powerful cultural tradition passed down from mother to daughter. This is the exact moment where a simple behavior starts to actually rewrite the rules of evolution.
So next, scientists looked at their mitochondrial DNA. Now this is a type of DNA that's only passed down from a mother to her offspring. And what they found was this stark genetic dividing line. You can see it on the map. The dolphins that live in the deep water channels, where all the sponging happens, were genetically different from the dolphins hanging out in the shallow water. It's like their habitat was their genetic zip code.
And the connection was just crystal clear. The spongers, who all hunt in those deep channels, almost all belong to one single maternal gene line, something called haplotype E. A pattern that strong couldn't possibly be a coincidence. The behavior and the genes were marching perfectly in sync.
There's actually a name for this: cultural hitchhiking.
See, the gene for haplotype E doesn't cause sponging. It has nothing to do with it. It's just a neutral marker. But because the skill of sponging is so successful and it's passed from mother to child, that neutral gene gets to hitch a ride down through the generations right alongside the learned behavior.
Let's just break that down real quick. It all starts with one brilliant, innovative dolphin mom. She invents sponging. She then teaches that skill to her kids. Her kids don't just learn the skill. They also inherit her unique mitochondrial DNA. And because sponging helps them thrive, her whole family line does better. Over generations, both her cultural invention and her unique genetic markers spread through the population. Culture is literally driving a genetic pattern.
So, after putting all these pieces together, from the muddy seafloor all the way to the dolphin cells, what's the big takeaway? What is the dolphin sponge really telling us?
It's this incredible chain reaction, isn't it? You start with an ecological problem, those hidden fish. That problem leads to an amazing innovation, the sponge tool. That innovation becomes a culture, passed down with incredible accuracy from mother to calf. And finally, that powerful cultural tradition literally shapes the genetic makeup of the population. It proves you just can't separate these things. Behavior, ecology, and genetics. They are all tangled up in the same incredible story.
And this isn't just some cool anecdote. Scientifically, it's profound. As the researchers themselves pointed out, this was the very first time anyone had ever seen social learning, culture, directly shaping the genetic structure within a single population of animals. It was a groundbreaking discovery.
Which kind of leaves us with this one last mind-bending thought. This single tool, this one tradition, had a real, measurable impact on evolution. So the question you have to ask is, what other traditions, what other hidden cultures out there in the animal kingdom are shaping the genes of entire societies in ways we haven't even begun to look for yet?